Hope you all having an awesome weekend. So this weekend we're going to do analysis of net gas, gold, silver and crude oil. But this weekend's video I'm going to go through some important topics, some experiences which we had throughout last week or a month. So if you're someone who wants to skip the first part of this video, you can always skip it to the timestamp you can see in a timeline. But if you're someone who are really serious about learning in depth of trading by getting this free knowledge, it is free and I try to give as much as knowledge as possible without forcing you to buy my courses, because the courses are different. There you get something very structural to learn step by step. But if you're someone who might have some knowledge about trading, who might know some trading, but you might be doing some mistakes, that is why I come here every weekend, take out some time for you guys. Even if 5 of you or 10 of you get a value out of that, then for me it is still enough that someone can able to get value out of my weekend's video and can still able to make money. I do have some people like that who are getting some very good benefits out of my weekend's video. Now, what is trading? It's not playing with the buy or sell button. Trading is all about technical analysis, some of fundamental analysis, psychology, weight, patience, but most importantly, technical analysis. Now, I want to take you straight to the trade which I took. The only one trade I took last week, but some we discussed in the live session, which I'm going to show you in very short while. So one trade I took, which is USD CAD. Now, as you can see right here, I've mentioned that I will use a limit order to take this trade as price has pushed up a bit. So it is not a FOMO for me. The first lesson to learn here that yes, there was a major level of support from where the price has massively pushed up in the past and used this level as a resistance and support as well. The second factor, it is this was the zone that was sent to the member last week when the price was way up from this zone. It was still not in the zone, but we were looking at this level for the possible buying opportunities on smaller time frame. The zone was sent on the daily time frame, but we took an entry on 4-hour time frame. So number one, the price hit the zone. Now, if you are someone who already entered, if you are my member or if you watch me here on YouTube, you know these entry types, what I normally talk about in every single video. If you are a member, you might have already entered this trade, but if you are an MMTA full course student, you don't even need to wait for my signal. That is a valid entry, you know that met all the rules. But as a member in my priority group, we had a signal. Now, the reason I've said that I'm going to enter with a limit order. I personally entered with a limit order because I was also late for this trade. So at this point, price was somewhere here. I waited for the price to come down. If not, let's say the price hit the take profit first, I will cancel my limit order. I waited a couple of hours. It was here 4 and after 8 hours with this candle, I was involved in my trade right here. So you see, the first thing, technical analysis, we did that, the major zone we were waiting for, and the bullish engulfing candle that happens at my major area of value. So technical analysis is done. And then we had a condition that is met. Then we had patience. Patience was when the price come down in this area. We are not gambling here. We are putting our hard-earned money in a trade that can potentially give us some profit. If loss, then we had a loss set right here. But potentially we are going to enter a trade which is our business. Making money from this trade, earning money from this trade is a business. So we are not going to enter randomly right here just with a FOMO. Imagine you enter here that yes, we got a signal. Price definitely going to push up. Yes, there are times when the price push up straight away without giving us a pullback. But these are the rules that separate us from the other losing traders. So I waited, and right here the limit order has been triggered, and then I was involved in this trade. So nicely hit 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio target. Now if you're a student, you know the different target I used for them from the major zones that has been hit. Initially we used 1 to 1, but I managed it till fixed target right here, and this is the only one trade I took. Now not only this, I also looked at the other factor. Creating a signal is not an easy job, right? We look at different scenarios like a major zone, bullish engulfer, a good area, and with that, if we are taking a dollar trade, I'm also sometimes looking at dollar index. If I trade gold, I also look at dollar index. Silver, which I trade very less, I look at dollar index. Right here, coming back to dollar index. Now, it is something a game of patience. When the price was here, I've said that I'll be interested in a valid double bottom pattern. Now if you look here, that is not a valid bullish engulfer. That's why I was still reluctant to take this trade. As you can see, the candle opens above in gap. It is not a valid bullish engulfing pattern. So then in this scenario, I was more interested to take a valid double bottom pattern, which is the strongest entry pattern. So when I saw this pattern that has happened, I was saying that yes, the pattern has happened here. Dollar is going to push up from here. So if I'm buying USD, it is likely to push up from there as well. Now, this double bottom completed on 28th of August, and this entry was also happened around that time. So my analysis was saying me that yes, the dollar is going to push up, and the strength in the dollar means strength in dollar, and the gold will likely gonna fall. That was not just my analysis. It is something I always predict before the price has happened. Now, the proof of that, let me show you what I discussed with my members only live session, so that you know that it is something I personally do. I take the personal trades in my real account. Is connected right here. As you can see, I've also shown my real trades. You want to watch the video is linked in the description. Now let's see the clip from the live session, how we waited. Candle opens above. It's still a bigger, not a valid bullish engulfer. So I would be rather interested for dollar index, for the strength of the dollar, to see a possible double bottom. So if the dollar forms a bullish pattern, then you can start to see the strength in dollar. So let's see how it goes by next week. Nice one. So as you can see, we were waiting for the price to form a double bottom, and that is exactly has happened. Price formed double bottom, dollar gets stronger, gold gets weaker, and the price here on this pair has pushed up. Now I got questions for USD Japanese yen as well. That is also very popular pair nowadays, USD Japanese yen. Now right here, it is something for the long-term trader. So if you're someone who trade swing trades or who do long-term trading, it is something I've already mentioned, that we already had a double bottom pattern with the spin bar, and now expecting a price to push up, but not on 4-hour time frame. For 4-hour time frame, I'm still waiting for the price to come down in my rejection box and then push up. It might not. It might just push up from here. But if you are a 4-hour time frame trader like me, a swing trader, then it is an area from where I'm expecting to buy and a bounce out of. If you're a trader on a long-term time frame, your stop loss is way below here. Your take profit is somewhere here. That is your entry, right? So it is something that I've explained to the members that yes, that is a valid double bottom, and not just a valid double bottom. We had a divergence in the RSI as well right here, and price is likely going to push up. We are now in a major area of value from where the price reacted significantly right here as a support and resistance in the past. So that is why I'll be looking at this level for the possible push up. Now, as you can see, since this candle, how many pips the price pushed up? Already around 170 pips the price already pushed up from. But on daily time frame, if you're looking at a larger term perspective, that's a big wick, but that's also a double bottom on a daily time frame. So we can see some good push up. If you look at the divergence in the RSI of USD Japanese yen, that is also a very good and strong signal that USD Japanese yen gonna reverse from here. That is how we need to do our analysis. Now, still expecting a price to push up more right here. Now, double bottom doesn't mean it's just gonna push up. For the long-term trader, let me show you an example of dollar index right here. When the price forms a double bottom, it goes through 3 stages. Number 1, a completion of double bottom right here. It pushes up. Then we are waiting for the price to break above this neckline. Right here, we have another entry. Someone who are not an aggressive trader, we enter right at the break, right? Then the price pushes up. Now, if you're someone who is a very, very careful, or I would say not an aggressive trader, who want to wait for the price to give you extra confirmation, what is the next entry pattern? The price break above the neckline. Now you want to see a price to retest the neckline. So let me give you a clear illustration, which is right here. So after the break, some traders enter here. So let's say you want to wait for the price to come down and wait for the price to come down and retest the neckline, then you know that that's a valid condition. Now, not just a retest is not a valid confirmation. We need to see some more extra confidence. So price push up, retest the neckline, right? We have a good confirmation. And after the retest, what do we have? We had a nice what? You guessed it right. It is a nice 382 Fibonacci candle. I've already made a video how to identify different candlestick patterns. It is in the playlist, some educational video. Feel free to check that out. So as you can see, that's a valid 382 candle. So some traders wait for that and enter here, and that is also a confirmation that dollar is gonna push up higher and massively. As you can see, it pushed up after this 382 confirmation, and that is a sign that dollar is gonna push higher and gonna get stronger. So that is how we need to look at the market. If you're doing gambling, just buy or sell. You see the price is overbought, you start selling. It is not a case. Sometimes the price is way overbought, we still push higher. So many times I take a trades like that, I still go for it, but with the low risk, it still push up, trust me. Now, then we look at the trades which I call a trending trades. What is trending market? A trending market is a market that consistently making higher highs, breaking above the previous high. If we have that, we are in a trending market. So what do we have? Now, I'm glad my students are picking up the conditions, they're picking up the entries. That is why, if you follow me on YouTube, you get this knowledge free sometime. But if you are my member, if you're my Priority Plus member where you get live sessions, we have this condition. Now, right here, USD CAD, this trade we took and had in a live session. Let's see how we looked at this trade. NZD CAD, not one of my good favorite pair. So now, as price just made a new high, next bullish engulfer will be my entry. That's a good one, yeah. That's a pullback entry bullish. So either use a bigger target, so I'll be using bigger targets. 36 pips targets for NZD. That's already at the highest point. Can be a risky entry as well. So I'm not going to go for a big risk for this one. Perfect. So the two trades we pointed out. Number one, NZD USD. That was pointed out as well. And what do you see here? A nice trending market, right? First, this was the trade that was sent as an alert. Right here, as you can see on your screens. Now, this was a trade that was sent as an alert. Now, the reason I'm showing you this trade because the price was already trading higher. Now, I've just mentioned that if the price is pushing higher in the overbought situation, doesn't mean we are not going to enter the valid entries. You see, it is an overbought situation. It is a bearish engulfer. If you don't know the rules, you might be selling here, right? Because looking at this big overbought situation in the RSI, looking at this bearish engulfer, you might be selling here. But I have bought this pair. I have a strategy where we have this type of entries, but that is on a different pair. Every pair performs differently, but I choose to enter my buy trade. And a lesson to learn that if the price is an overbought, doesn't mean you start selling. You see the price still pushed up massively, and then we had one more entry right here that was mentioned that also pushed up. So you see how nicely the trending market works. If you would have managed this trade right here, that is good as well. Use 20 EMA as your trailing stop as well. Something like this. Keep your stop loss below 20 EMA. Move it like that, below 20 EMA. So that is how you can also manage your trades. And that is what I stress you guys every single day. Now on my weekdays video, I don't have a time to explain lots of stuff because I know you guys just need analysis. I want to go through that very quickly. But that's why on weekends video, I want to show you these so that if you watch that carefully, you know what to expect in the weekends. When I do my analysis, you know these conditions I personally look at as well. So that was also a signal that happened in the live session, and that is a target we set there. That is how we need to understand the market. Make sure become a doctor of the market. Look at the charts every single day. For me, every single day I looked at the charts. I've uploaded more than approximately 1,000 videos in my YouTube channel. I look at the chart every day because that's my passion. If you have a passion to learn something, make sure you do that with a full passion, not occasionally. So look at the charts like that, do your analysis, look at the different factors, look at the dynamics of the market, the other pairs, how it reacts. Crude oil, for example, Canadian dollar is a commodity pair. Look at the commodities as well. It is something very complex. That is why I keep trading very simple. You see in my analysis, I don't talk rubbish that will confuse your head. Keep it simple, keep my chart clear, have one support, one resistance, so that you know that in between, we are looking at a different entry. If the price hit the level of resistance, only then we're going to know that price is going to give us some pullback before it push up, and that pullback is good enough to hit our good targets. So hope you got a value out of that little lecture in the first part of the video. We don't have many pairs that hit the major zones or commodities or indices. That is why I didn't talk about that as well. But next week, let's see how it goes. Not every week is a good trading week, but last week, even though I just took one trade, that is a winning trade. I made money. I didn't lose anything. We had a losing streak a couple of weeks ago, but you see, we are slowly picking up. That is why my group is not a signal group. It is a group where you learn, where you get my reports, where you know from where you can possibly get a push down or push up from. If you have your own strategy, you know how you can use my zone. If you are my student, you know how I take trades with exact rules according to my strategies I teach you guys. Now, yes, I forgot about one pair which I took an entry right here. Now, previously I was looking at this area for the possible buy trades. Now, as this zone was broken, right? Broken below the previous low. My directions were changed. Looking at the price pushes lower, oversold, I did not buy. Instead, I wait with patience for the price to give me some sort of signal. Now the price pullback forms a bearish engulfing pattern, a condition that I talk about in every single video. Now that also happened in my area of value, right? After the pullback, after the zone is broken and price from the bearish engulfer, everything is going with my analysis, and that hit my first target nicely. So you see, it's all about technical analysis, all about patience, all about conditions. So if you follow all that, then no one can stop you to become profitable trader. But knowledge is very important. If you are trading and jumping in the trading world without knowing what trading is, without knowing what leverage is, without knowing how much loss you could have get if you involved in the trade, how much profit you could have get if you involved in a trade, how you can manage, how you can do your risk management, then there is no point of doing trading. First, educate yourself. Do demo trade. You can't become a doctor in just 1 year. It takes time, but slowly you will get there. You are ready to work 9 to 5 job or 12 hours job for your next 10 years, but you're not ready to invest in yourself. Just give yourself a couple of years. I would say less than 5 years. In less than 5 years, you can make good money, good living. You can earn your time. Hard work is required. For example, if you are in a job, they will promise you to give you a promotion after 5 years and give you an increment of your salary for, let's say, 10K a year, 20K a year. But if you invest that time in your trading in next 5 years, who knows, you become a millionaire. Even if you're not a millionaire, you have earned your time. So hard work, backtest, learn, and get stronger with your knowledge. So that's it for the first part of the video. Hope you got a value. If yes, before moving to the next part, make sure you hit the like button. I can hear the sound of hitting the like buttons. Perfect. So let's start analysis with nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil, starting with natural gas. So starting with AUDNZD platform. So as you can see, this support area has turned out to be a strong rejection zone. Every time the price hit this zone, it pushes back up. Now that doesn't mean we are bearish. We are still bullish. If you remember, I've said that we can expect some pullback from 50 EMA. It is not a valid bearish engulfer, in case you are wondering. That candles open below. If this candle is big but not an engulfing candle, it is not a valid sell signal. Must engulf the previous candle with a whole body. So that is why that was an invalid bearish pullback entry. It invalidates one of my rules. So for now, simply what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the price to push up and break above 50 EMA. Is just a hurdle we have. Once we have broken and closed above with a momentum, then the price will likely to give us a pullback and gonna push up and keep on pushing up towards a next level of major resistance. But before that, you might see some range, and as you can see, when the price pushed up here, and immediately it just pushes down. Now there was a lot of panic here because I got lots of messages from traders that, oh, we had an entry here, why the price pushing lower. Now first thing, I don't know what the price is going to do next, but I know that there would be an entry and I won't enter right at the close. If the candle already have this much momentum, like I mentioned, I always enter at the pullback, which was right here, and that was mentioned in my last video that my first target has been hit and my second target I'm just waiting for. So let me show you a clip from the last video very quickly. So let's see how it goes. Getting a possible buy signal here. Once closed, we are good to go for our entries. Always go at 50% of that candle. If the candle is that big, I don't enter right at the close because we already get some volume in the candle. For example, right here we had this bullish engulfer pattern triggered. My entry was not at the close. My entry was right at the middle, right here. 180 was hit right here, and this was my bigger target. I'm still expecting a price to push up, and once broken above 50 EMA, we can see this level. Nice one. So the both targets has been hit. The bigger target of 85 points has been hit. Now what to expect? Now what I'm waiting for, when the price hit your targets, you come out, wait with patience. Now just a break above will be my entry condition for my next pullback entry bullish. I'm not looking for sell trades unless we are broken below this low. We might see again. I'm still looking at this double bottom area. If the price falls dramatically, I will looking at my double bottom pattern on 4 hour, and also if you look here on a daily time frame, right here, the price already formed a double bottom pattern, completed a double bottom pattern with this green candle and start to push up. Now it will take some time. If you are a trader that look at a daily time frame, it will take some time, some days to push up. The first push up I'm expecting to 20 EMA, and then more likely I'm expecting a push up to 50 EMA. Then we can expect some rejection, then a push up, then a continuation to this level. As once the price pushes up, we have to go through this neckline of double bottom. As you can see, it is a neckline of double bottom right here, and when the price break above the neckline after retest, it start to continue to push up in a trend. An example of dollar index I've already shown you at the start of the video. So it is a process, we need to wait, but on a smaller time frame we can look for these type of entries, these type of scalps, if you are interested in taking entries on smaller time frames. So that is what, in a long run, we are still not bearish. I'm still looking at the price to push up. Again, sell trades will only happen if we break below this low, and then we are looking at this level, which I'm going to mention if the price breaks below this low. Now the candle closed as a bullish engulfing candle, so I can still see a bulls that has taken over the previous candle by closing as a bullish engulfing candle. It is again not my buy signal, but I'm telling you just in general that is a bullish engulfer. Bias has taken over this candle, so that is why I'm still looking at the price to push up and break above. Let's see how it opens. If it opens above in gap above 50 EMA, then we can start to look for the pullback entry bullish only. So that's what I'll be looking at. For now, wait to the break. Once we are broken, then only buy trades till this zone, which I'm going to mention in my regular updates. Hey, on capital.com, exactly the same. We are still above 50 EMA. Now for the pullback entry, very simple. Break above this high, then a pullback, and then bullish engulfing pattern. That is what I'll be looking at. Just buy trade, and then we're going to look at this level above, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming video. For now, just a pullback entry bullish. It is a little hurdle right here from where we can expect some pullback and a continuation. So in the long run, like I mentioned, in a daily time frame, I'm still expecting a price to push up, not taking sell trades unless we are not broken below this low. Again, double bottom is still in the play if the price dramatically pushed down. That is why conditions are very important. We are not taking trades blindly. That is why I entered this trade with condition, which is a bullish candle. So that is what I'll be looking at here on NEMEX as well. Exactly the same. One hurdle, which is a right here, which we need to go through. Then we are looking at the level above. So for now, for the pullback entry bullish, if you are trading on NEMEX platform, what I'm expecting a price to push up, break above this high, then a pullback, and keep on taking longs till we are in this level above to take the counter trend trades. So only taking buy trades for now with conditions only. Next up we have gold. If you remember, I've mentioned that gold is going to range in this area. That is exactly what has happened. Now my eyes are at this level, which is 24.65, 0.15 goes to 24.79, 0.06. We have a very likely chance the price is now going to retest this level and then possibly fall to this area. Once the price is in this area, I'll start to look for my bullish engulfers, as then we'll have a valid double bottom pattern. So that is what I'll be looking at for gold on 4-hour and on 1-hour time frame for the possible double bottom pattern. For now, for short term, if the price forms a bearish engulfer below 50 EMA, let's say the price pushes lower a bit than a pullback bearish engulfer, I'm gonna go short till here, till we get a condition to buy. So gold is likely gonna push down from here to this ankle level, from where we can start to look for the buy entry confirmation. Here on silver, we are broken below. Once this zone is completely broken, which is 28.75, once it is broken, I'll only start to look for my bearish pullback trades till we are in the next level of support. So wait for that. I'm not looking silver for any trades. We have no clear conditions for now. We can just expect a pullback. If we have a bearish engulfer, I'm going to go short till the price come in the next level of support, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos. So only sell trades for silver as long as we are below 50 and 20 EMA. Lastly, we have crude oil. Again, crude oil is just ranging sideways, not looking for any trades for crude oil. My next trade will only happen when the price break above this high, which is 80.31. Once that happens, we are looking at the level above for the counter trend sell trades. If the crude oil pushes lower, break below this low, then I start to look for my bearish pullback trades till this level. So it will still range sideways. If you are someone who want to look for the bearish pullback trades on smaller time frame, then just a pullback as we are below 50 and 20 EMA, followed by bearish engulfing pattern, something like this. If we have that, in that case, we're gonna go short. Just take a $0.50. Take profit as the ATR is very small on 1-hour time frame. So if you're someone want to look for the scalp in this range, that is what we need to expect. And we do have a strategy in my course where we can also look entries when the price is in a range. So that's what I'm looking at for crude oil. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and join Money Markers family so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Have an awesome weekend.